Welcome back to Out of the Ice. This is the last part of our Dragon Ball retrospective. After this, it's Dragon Ball Z retrospective.
I can't believe it's over, honestly. We've been doing this for so long, and I'm just like, wait, we're done now?
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's still technically the Dragon Ball retrospective, because Z is a moniker from the anime. In the original Japanese of the manga, it just continued to be called Dragon Ball.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was literally just a separator from this is the series of Kid, this is the series of adult Goku, and they called it Z because it would be the, eventual ending of the story. That didn't happen.
No.
I mean, it did for a while.
But it was too popular to die, I'm sure.
I mean, it was in limbo for a good long while.
Really?
It was just there for a good long while, and just every game just kept retelling Z. I think over the course of all of Dragon Ball's history, there's been like 4 games that are covering Dragon Ball, and then everything else is Z.
Dragon Ball really gets the shaft, huh?
A little bit.
Oh.
Especially over here. But yeah, so this is the last part of Dragon Ball OG, of the Dragon Ball anime. And then it goes to Z, and that's like really when we will be in the pop culture peak, Because like Dragon Ball is still going strong today. And I know some things use the Dragon Ball Super moniker, but usually when it comes to like toys and stuff, unless it's strictly pulling from Super, it usually just uses Z. Mm-hmm. Sometimes GT, and I don't get it. Yeah, so this was the final tournament and Piccolo Jr. arc. Quick, a little forewarning here. We did not watch the last 2 episodes because those are purely filler. They're not from the original manga, and they don't fucking matter.
We ended it at the very end of the tournament.
Yeah, like literally that last episode where, Piccolo Jr. is defeated. Spoilers.
Scott.
Spoilers, Goku wins.
Yeah.
It literally even ends with Roshi being like, I guess this is the end. Coconut. Where did that come from? I thought everything was glassed. And she's like, oh, so there's 2 more episodes, right? Kat was. And I was like, yes, but they're filler. Completely filler. They're about Goku and Chi-Chi getting married. It didn't happen in the manga, and it retraces shit.
Let me look. This could be fun for some fan service. Let's pull up the Wikipedia summaries really quick. Oh, this doesn't sound interesting. I think we're done.
It literally recycles the thing of, oh man, Fire Mountain's on fire.
Oh.
And we need the Bancho fan, that thing that didn't ever show up because it didn't matter. Yeah, so it just doesn't matter.
Look, there's a lot of things to watch, a lot of things to do. We can't be wasting our time on filler that's not even interesting, so...
Yeah. Going into the future, once we hit Z, we now do solidly know which version of Z we're going to be watching. Mm-hmm. We're going to be watching Kai, and then if there is filler that everyone agrees, because there might be a third person who is part of the Z retrospective, if everyone agrees, no, this filler is important enough because people joke about it or talk about it, all this stuff, then we will switch over to the OG dub, watch that, and then go back to Kai.
Which I feel like is a fair, we're not, because filler can, even the little bit of filler we got here on, just on OG Dragon Ball, I'm just I don't really remember any of this. It wasn't really important. And I feel like...
I feel like the only filler of OG Dragon Ball that ever gets brought up is Master Carrot, because what the fuck was that?
Yeah, you're right.
I put him on the moon. What? Okay. But yeah, so this arc is... Did it start at the tournament, or did the last arc have part of the tournament in it?
So...
This started at the time skip, yes?
So this arc, we started...
No, we started with Tommy.
Pretty much right after Goku beat Piccolo.
Yeah, that's right. It started... This was a long arc. A lot happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, so... Man... They really feel like such 2 separate instances because of the time skip.
And it was so jarring too, because we'll bring this up later, but the time skip was just that. I'm like, wait, it's like we finished watching an episode that is kind of fillery. I'm like, okay, whatever. And then next episode, it's been 3 years since. I'm like, wait, what?
I do wonder how much of the Goku and Popo stuff was filler. I wonder how much of that was like elongated to buy some time.
Mm-hmm.
Weird. I don't know though. I didn't check, but it was interesting stuff, especially like with young Roshi.
Yeah, because I mean, some of this filler was.
But I'm pretty sure young Roshi was filler. Because like that whole thing about parting the water and stuff like that never comes back.
Yeah.
Like, yes, for some reason in Dragon Ball, martial artists have this weird ability to just use telepathy and telekinesis, but I'm pretty sure we've even already seen that before this, and yet it's like, oh wow, I've never even thought about using ki like that, and I'm like, the fuck are you talking about? What do you think the Kamehameha is?
Some notable things kind of happened within the filler. I think we saw that we got to see a little bit of little Piccolo wandering around the world, just fucking shit up.
Yeah, I think the thing that mattered the most, if it was filler, like the thing that it added the most, and again, I don't know if this was filler or not, the hints of like, yo, Goku, like, you are very strong, now let's learn how to just fucking chill.
Yeah, because the filler was interesting too, because we really got to see Goku get his shit beaten in. And I'm just like, whoa, I'm not used to this. Yeah. Though
the only thing that makes me think it could have been filler is like Master Motaito is just wrecking Goku's shit. And I'm like, but Goku just beat the guy you couldn't.
Yeah. What's power level?
Yeah. So it's like,
it's all made up.
Yeah, I guess it could just be that, like, you know, Piccolo kept constantly underestimating Goku. Because he's a villain and he's cocky. Yeah. I mean, hell, even this son of Piccolo / rebirth of Piccolo / son of Piccolo.
How much does this Piccolo know about the previous? He knows everything.
As far as I know.
Okay.
The way he talks about it sounds like he knows everything. But like, it keeps switching back and forth between like, are you his son or are you him?
Yeah.
You know, like he talks to Kami like, yes, I'm back. And yet sometimes it's like, for the sins against King Piccolo, my father. And it's like, okay, which, though?
What are you?
Yeah, which are you, you evil Jesus?
Oh my god.
I mean, technically, he did come from Kami, so he is the son of God.
Yeah. Trying to think of other stuff that happened. I mean, during...
It's not my joke, it's from Abridged. But...
during the duration of the filler stuff, the Eternal Dragon's back to life. Friends, everyone that was killed by Piccolo.
That's not filler. I know that's not filler.
Not necessarily. I guess my brain is just assuming like everything happened before the tournament was sort of kind of filler, but
like it definitely was from the manga, at least.
Okay. All right.
You know,
yeah,
and if it's
I should make that distinction then.
If it's from the manga, I don't think it's considered filler, even though there are definitely times when a mangaka can be spinning his wheels just to try to, you know, get further along in the story in his head.
Okay, then. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Either way, he's training with Mr. Popo, who is this probably racially insensitive genie.
Yeah.
And he meets Kami, who he finds out is an alien. They don't reveal what that alien race is called yet. I know what it is, obviously. But, and, you know, I do love the little bit that Goku immediately fucking comes at him. It's like, fuck it, what the god? And Popo was like, that's not Piccolo, that's Kami. What? Well, technically I'm both, but, or rather Piccolo is, it's confusing, not very well explained, and never comes up again.
No, really.
Like, because we meet more of that alien race, and I don't think we ever hear of them having this ability ever again. So this must just be a thing that Kami figured out how to do himself.
Yeah, okay.
Also, I don't know if we ever figure out what the fuck Kami's name was before he was Kami. Because Kami is a title.
Yeah.
You know? Like, either way, he's training with Popo, can't fucking hit him. There's a creepy Ditto Goku at one point.
Oh yeah, the clay Goku.
Yeah, Ditto Goku. And we see a little bit of Yamcha and Tien and Krillin training. They stop a volcano and then don't. They stop a volcano, then failed to stop a volcano, and then stop it again.
See, that filler was a little interesting.
And get no credit.
Because, yeah, they got no credit, and they're just like, the mountain is angry when it happened again. I'm like, that's not how volcanoes work.
Again, it's like, okay, what is the base technology and knowledge level of this fucking world? You know? Because, like, they're all wearing mostly modern clothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I assume they know about capsules because they seem to have capsule-ass houses, you know, with a roundedness. And yet they think the mountain is alive, like fucking Pompeii.
Yeah.
Where is the logic in this? And I know at the end of the day, the logic is there's no logic. This is a joke. Fuck off. But
or this is just for laughs and goofs.
Yeah, this is a joke. Go home. Just repeat to your show. Just repeat to yourself. It's just a show. I should really just relax, as Mystery Science Theater would say. Yeah, it just I liked the stuff with Krillin, Yamcha, and Tien, especially when they're just like running past this sports car and shit.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, what? They can outpace a car, which I mean,
they're all the Flash. they're all Barry Allen, except for Krillin, who's Bart Allen because he's so short. Then it cuts to 3 years later. And we get the normal voice cast.
See, so I have this issue where if somebody gets a haircut, it takes me a few days to get used to it. It took me
As such, I do not tell her when I'm getting my haircut.
It's the worst. Because I don't know. I notice people's hair.
Yeah.
But it was almost like equivalent to that because I just got so used to Tiny Bean Goku and like how everyone else was younger. And then all of a sudden, they're all big. And I'm just like, oh my God. It took me a few episodes to get used to it.
Yeah, and it lulls you into a false sense of security, too, because Roshi, Bulma, and Launch's voice don't change.
Yep.
Neither does Tien's or Yamcha's, actually. But Krillin's does, and Goku's does. So I guess really only 2 people changed. But they're main stars. Piccolo, obviously, he changed, but honestly, he just went back to like that's just normal Piccolo's voice that came first, and it's always been the same voice actor, just with different inflections or voice modulation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like little baby Piccolo is just him doing it higher. You know, and Kami is just him old as fuck. And evil King Piccolo is just a combination of like old Kami and Piccolo. So all of them. So then we get to the tournament. Bulma is trying to help a girl get a balloon, and then a mysterious tall stranger shows up and is like, "Oh, hold on, let me get that. Here you go, Bulma." And it's like, "What? Do I know you?" Well, even if you didn't, you're literally the heiress of the Capsule Corp. Do you think people don't know you?
I mean, does that...
Hi, I'm Goku again. I read books. I read books while I was away. I know how to read now.
Everyone's just like, whoa, Goku.
I know how to read now. Not well, but I do. Yeah, and Bulma, like, before Yamcha shows up, is just like, should I cheat?
See, did we ever establish, like, Bulma and Yamcha are they just still like an on and off thing, or?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, depending on what the story needs. But yeah, I just love that Bulma's like, oh fuck, Goku got hot. And Oolong is like, you've known that kid since he was like 10. Yeah, and I was 14 at the time. It's not that big a gap. Touche, but also still weird. He was very tiny. He looked like he was 4. Yeah, and you still look like you're 4. I hate you.
I know, like, just looking at young Krillin and young Goku, I'm like, they're like 5.
Yeah, but nope. 12.
12.
Yeah.
Jesus. But I remember during the balloon, I made this note that, like, Poir can fly.
Yep.
This whole thing could have been resolved like that.
So can Oolong.
Oh, yeah.
And Roshi can jump like 50 feet in the air.
But no, making Goku...
And I don't think Bulma even tries to jump. Like, literally, the only person who couldn't have tried harder was Launch. Because if she had tried harder, she would have sneezed, and then Launch would have just fucking shot the balloon. which would have been hilarious, but then also the kid would have cried and my heart would break.
As you would always say.
I can't take kids crying unless it's extremely well done in comedy. Or like if it's real crying for a reason I know doesn't fucking matter, you know? It's like, the balloon's not the right shade of red. Wah! I'm like, oh, you don't have real problems yet. That's precious. I envy you. But yeah, so Goku is now hot. And Goku is hot. His hair is slightly different, but very not very noticeable. I think it's just like a little bit of like streamlined art ways. Piccolo is rocking his, outfit that he will be for the rest of time.
Yes, the iconic outfit that I always see him in any sort of promotional art or figures.
He's way thinner than he ends up being.
Oh.
Though so is Goku. As the series goes on, and as it goes further into the 80s and then the 90s, everyone gets real swole. Because that's just what happened in the 80s and 90s. Even look at comic books with fucking Cable and Gunblood and Blood Gun and Blood Shotgun and Shot Blood. These were
real superheroes.
Might as well have been. The era of pouches and bandoliers. It was a dark age in comics. It's literally what it was called, the Dark Age of Comics. I didn't mean to do that, but it is what it was. Everyone got real edgy. And then because of that, everybody now is real cynical and jaded and refuses to give in to their sense of disbelief. Suspension of disbelief, I mean. People suck. Anyway. So, yeah, Goku is there. He's hot now, as Bulma says. Krillin is there. He's not much taller.
A little salty that Goku got tall.
Yeah. I have heard people say that I have heard people who've said that they think Krillin is hot as shit, though. Yeah.
Everyone's got a type.
Yeah, I mean, I've met many a guy who are into short stack women, and I assume that there is an equivalent for women or gay men. Tien looks about the same, but he's just bluffer. Same with Yamcha. Yamcha's got scars now.
Yamcha's got a scar. And he kind of has his long hair back, which I noted in here.
But it's like in a loose pony.
Yeah, I'm like, yes, best boy is back.
Yeah. But yeah, he's got multiple scars on his face, and I don't think we ever get an explanation of how the fuck that happened. And I remember making a joke of like, Yamcha, it's been 3 years. And I'm like, please stop fucking abandoning your cat.
Yeah, Poor just really got sidelined.
Yeah.
Oh, makes me upset.
Then pretty soon after that, the tournament starts. All of the main characters just completely wreck house with the elimination rounds. Mercenary Tao
is alive
and a cyborg. And everybody goes, and then he very quickly gets just absolutely shit on. But he does take out Chaozu.
Yeah. I was trying to remember because Chaozu played around with the preliminary round stuff again, so everybody was in a different block.
Yes.
But I'm like, how did Chaozu... Because I'm like, that's basically all he did this arc. Because then he got by... that's right, General Tao.
Yeah. Basically, from this point on, the writer of the manga went, Chaozu, yes, here's your spot along with Oolong and Puar.
Yeah.
You go right there.
We'll show you on the sidelines every now and then.
Launch, that was your spot. Get out.
I know I should probably save this thought until the end, but I am so sad that this is the last of Launch we're gonna see.
Yeah.
So sad. Yep. I loved her.
Yeah, and she even has like some great fucking moments in this.
She's such she could be a badass when she wants to be.
Just a badass and a badass bitch. Because she doesn't do much, but she has some great one-liners, especially near the end. Mm-hmm. Once it gets to that, what were the rounds? I think the first round was Tien and Mercenary Tao.
I believe so.
And then it was.
Let me pull it up because I'm thinking of other notables of the final 8. Well, they decide.
Nam wasn't even there.
Nam wasn't there. We have Piccolo there, of course. Yeah.
He's going by Junior.
Junior, and they're like, let's just not say that this is Piccolo. Let's just not say this is Piccolo.
And I think eventually he calls himself Ma Junior in like a future tournament, but I don't remember why he added the Ma in front of that, or maybe I'm remembering wrong.
But yeah, I got the rounds up. There was Tien versus General Tao.
Mm.
We also had Goku versus Anonymous.
Goku versus... Oh, yeah. Goku versus Anon. Goku versus Tumblr.
Goku versus
Reddit. Goku versus Twitter X Tumblr's pilgrimage.
Explain.
What? These are all places that use Anon.
Thank you. That just completely flew over my head.
Yeah, this is just a lot of things where there's Anon users.
Yeah, we had Krillin versus Piccolo. And Yamcha versus Hiro.
Yeah, Hiro, who is Kami.
Yeah. I'm just like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, who the fuck is this schlub? Because originally in the elimination matches, he's going up against Yajirobe, who is in a luchador mask.
Yeah, for some reason.
To hide.
Yeah.
And I just love how, because it's against Yajirobe, who is a gag character but has been proven to be strong, and we have never seen this guy, Kat was just like, well, this guy's gonna get his shit wrecked. Meanwhile, I'm over here with, prior knowledge, and I'm just like, yes, Yajirobe is. And Kat just goes, what? And then Yajirobe dies.
Yeah, it gets fucking wrecked.
Mm-hmm. And Kat was just like, what? What, he goes out on a joke? Yes, a joke. But yeah, Tien and Mercenary Tao have this back and forth.
The Crane Hermit's also in the audience because just to be a dick.
Yep. As is his wont.
Yep.
Mercenary Tao keeps trying to get into Tien's head and keeps pulling tricks and all this shit. And Tien eventually is just like, all right, I'm done trying to reach you. Fuck off.
Yeah, the match didn't even last the whole episode.
Yeah.
That's just sad.
It was just like, fucking get out of here.
And Tao, remember when we had to dedicate a whole mini arc just to beating you?
Yeah.
Fun times.
And then it was Yamcha versus Hiro.
Yep.
Where Yamcha completely gets his shit wrecked. But halfway through the match, Hiro's like, you don't actually think I'm this dumb, do you? You need to realize that not everything is always as it seems. By the way, I'm a god. And Yamcha goes right next to Puar, Oolong, and Chaozu.
Oh no! Not best boy.
No, not quite yet.
Not quite yet.
No, not quite yet. He's got one more.
Oh, don't.
Half of a minute. Things happen.
Things happen.
Yeah, things still happen with him.
Okay. He's smiling. I'm like, oh no, he knows something.
There's clearly a power gap.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Yamcha's strong, but he can't keep up.
Yeah. I do think where he eventually gets, though, you are going to be very pleasantly surprised.
Oh.
But then we have Krillin versus Piccolo, which Krillin puts up a decent fight. He puts up a decent fight. He does lose, but he survives. He's fine. He put up a good fight, which in and of itself is like, man, before Krillin got fucking murked by an underling of Piccolo. Yeah. This is now the son of / rebirth of Piccolo in his prime, and he couldn't kill him. He couldn't put him down.
Krillin has come a long way. I didn't even think about that.
Mm-hmm. And there's still a very long way for him to go.
Oh, I can't wait.
Mm-hmm. And and then it's
Goku versus Anonymous.
Yeah, Goku versus Anon.
Which I immediately, when we saw her in the
that's
prelims
true.
rounds, I'm just like, oh, hi, Chi-Chi.
Yeah, and that is the first time that's ever happened with you in this series, because every other time you were like, who the fuck is it? I'm like, Kat, we've literally seen this character before.
Yeah.
Hello there, Goku, I'm your grandpa. But who is he, though? Gohan literally turns to the screen. Are you fucking serious? I just said who I am.
Yeah, I was just like, I just knew right away. I'm like, oh yeah, that has to be Chi-Chi. We're seeing everybody grown up.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Chi-Chi. I'm like, oh, very good.
Scott was pleasantly surprised, and I'm happy for it.
I believe Chi-Chi put up way less of a fight than you were hoping, but more of a fight than you thought.
Yeah, I mean, because we were talking about, like, I remember we had dinner that night before we were starting that match, and I was immediately like, Chi-Chi's gonna get her shit wrecked. It's gonna be like one punch.
No, that's a different show. But yeah, no, she clearly knows how to fight.
Yeah, but it's Goku.
Yeah, it's Goku.
And she's so, well, at first in the prelim round, she's just so happy to see Goku, and Goku's like, who are you? So,
and immediately she just gets absolutely angry, starts shit talking him, is fuming in the corner in every scene, and I'm like, oh, hi Chi-Chi that I recognize.
I guess this is just Chi-Chi's character from here on out?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but with slight more Toriyama.
Slight more Toriyama. Oh, yeah.
Slight more Toriyama-ing.
Instead of angry lady that can fight, it's angry lady that
has an apron.
Has an apron and stays at home.
Has an apron.
Ooh.
And is very into scholastics. Yeah, so Chi-Chi gets knocked out and is like, I can't believe you. You promised you'd marry me. And it's like, oh, you're Chi-Chi. No, this is a big misunderstanding. I thought it was a food, you see.
Yeah.
And she's like, what? And it's like, but that doesn't mean I'm not willing to keep the promise. What is it exactly?
And Yamcha from the audience is just like,
it's a person you spend your entire life with. Or
no, a wife is a lady that lives in your house. Yamcha.
And when I saw that, I'm like, oh, that's what that joke in the abridged meant. It was funny without context, but now it's funnier. There's a thing. They're abridging one of the movies, and Goku's like his half conscious and is dreaming, and he just goes, "Ah, Chi-Chi, you beautiful lady who lives in my house." But yeah, and I'm like, I didn't remember it was a callback. Nice, I love it.
And Goku is just like, oh, just a lady that lives in my house?
Yeah, okay,
I could do that. I'll marry you.
Yeah, if I win this tournament, I'm gonna be rich for a bit. I don't fucking know how money works.
And Chi-Chi is just delighted, grabs Goku's arm, and Goku's just like, hey, let go of me.
Yeah, from that point on, she's lovey-dovey, completely supportive, and has basically no character outside of her soon-to-be husband. Toriyama!
Yeah, rip.
Toriyama!
Granted, Chi-Chi didn't have a lot going for her beforehand,
but this will become a pattern.
Yeah.
Except for Bulma. Bulma is awesome. Always, forever.
Which I'm glad, because I would have been really disappointed if Bulma got sidelined like that too.
Mm.
I mean, granted, she's not always the most active character either.
No.
But when she is there, she'll kind of try.
Going forward, she will be more important again.
Mm-hmm.
She will never be active, really, because she's not a fighter, but she is always a part of the story and is usually important.
Okay.
Essentially, she's going to become she's going to become to Goku like Ned is to Peter Parker.
So kind of the man in the chair?
She's the guy in the chair.
Yeah.
You know, she's the one who invents shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then it is Goku versus Hiro.
Yep.
And no, it's Piccolo versus Hiro.
Yeah, that's right.
It's Piccolo versus Hiro.
We're already forgetting all these rounds.
Yeah, no, Goku and Hiro just have a talk where Goku is like, by the way, I figured it out, you're Kami. It's like, oh, very wise. But then, yeah, it's Piccolo and Kami fighting, and they start talking in Alien, which is pretty neat.
Oh, yeah, I almost forgot about that.
Yeah, they do like a weird underwater effect filter for them speaking, and then you see the alien text on screen to show like, we're hearing it in English, but it's clearly like that's just for our benefit. They're speaking in some weirdness.
Mm-hmm. They're
speaking in some goddamn moon speak, aka a Japanese. Actually, it would have been funny if specifically that, they just didn't dub it and it just went back to Japanese. That would have been a fun joke. But back when this was dubbed, I don't think they would have thought to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so the fight ends there with Kami trying to do the evil containment wave, and Piccolo apparently has figured out a way to reverse that, and Kami is the one that gets trapped. Meanwhile, the human body that he was possessing, hopefully consensually, but it didn't really seem like it.
No, because he's just super confused about everything that happens.
Very immoral of you there, God.
Yeah, seriously.
That man had a family. We see his son.
Yeah.
Where was that son? What was that son doing for the multiple days that Hiro was in the tournament?
Was he just hiding in the hotel room? Did he never get the police?
Yeah, what the fuck? Did Hiro go back to the hotel room with that son while under the possession of Kami? What was happening? Did he let go of the possession at night? There are so many questions here that will never be answered. And why did Hiro have a Hitler stash?
Yeah.
Why? Why? This was post-World War II. Did Japan not bastardize that facial hair like we did? Maybe not. But yeah, so the fight ends there. Not great. But everybody who wasn't able to tell what was going on, they were just like, oh, well, he's out of the ring. But yeah, so...
Well, yeah, Junior wins.
Yeah, Junior wins. And then the little kid is like, oh my god, Dad, that was so cool, Dad. And it was like, I don't know what's happening, but my son finally respects me.
Oof.
And...
Our other match is our rematch, Goku versus Tien.
Yep. And Goku wins.
Yeah, because it's Goku.
It's a good fight, though. There's a lot of back and forth.
Oh my god, yeah, definitely.
There's a lot of back and forth, but then, about half to 3/4 way in, Tien is like, you must be getting tired, Goku. And Roshi is like, oh, Tien, you know that's bullshit. He's not even sweating. You're breathing and panting and sweating, and Goku looks like he hasn't even breathed. He's not breathing. Wait, hold on.
Oh, shit.
My god! Goku, breathe! Breathe, Goku!
It was a really nice wrap-up of... Because, at the end of the last tournament, it was not really a satisfying conclusion. Tien even admits that he's like, I didn't even really win.
Yeah.
So just finally having that match, come to an actual conclusion, just kind of circle back to, okay, Goku actually ends up winning. It's nice.
Yeah. And then, basically, from that moment on, it's all just a fight between Goku and Piccolo.
It's just all hands on fucking deck.
Yeah. It is just a drag out, multiple episode, constantly changing dynamics of power and stage.
And just how can we up the ante even more?
It is just constantly Toriyama going, random bullshit, go! Well, let's see. King Piccolo was taller than this, so, I guess that means, Piccolo's risky tree size! He's a kaiju now.
I'm trying.
He's got stretchy arms.
What was some of the ridiculous shit that happened? I mean, there's the obvious one that I think of as just rest in fucking peace, Papaya Island.
Yeah. Nuke.
Of course, they could just make fucking craters in the ground.
Yeah.
They don't even know where the out of the stage is.
Mm-mm.
The announcer's there still for some reason.
Somehow survives all this.
Yeah.
At one point, Kami just goes over to Tien and is like, Tien, kill me! What? If you kill me, Piccolo will disappear. But then you die. Don't worry, you can use the Dragon Balls to get me back. What was that? You can use the Dragon Balls to get me back. Why does it sound like you're trying to force a lie? I'm not! Seems legit, but no. And then Launch is like, nah, it's a great idea, do it!
Yeah, we had this, we were dying for a few seconds there. It's like, God, we love Launch here.
In fact, Bulma is like, what? No, we're not just gonna kill you, Kami. And then Launch immediately goes, yeah, it's a great idea, do it!
For fuck's sake, Launch.
And everybody just kind of looks at her for a second like, Launch, no. What? I got a gun right here, I'll do it.
Launch will fucking do it.
And then later on, when fucking Tien advanced geometry is a hole in the ground, which would not protect you from a nuke. Kami's just standing there, and Launch just fucking grabs him and kicks him into the hole. Get in there! Jumps in after. I fucking love Launch. She just doesn't give a shit. Best version of a female Jekyll and Hyde ever.
Yes. Let's see. What are some other ridiculous shit?
Goku does a Kamehameha with his feet.
Oh, yeah.
He does a Kamehameha with his feet. That's pretty much how it ends.
Yeah.
And then, or at least like that's the start of the end. Piccolo fires a beam out of his mouth right through Goku's shoulder.
The whole time.
And then just starts beating that part of his shoulder.
Oh, God, yeah, that, ooh.
Blood just constantly...
Also, by the way, Goku turns down help from Kami at several points because
and
he
Tien, and Yamcha, and Krillin.
Because he doesn't want to be disqualified from the match!
Listen, I've been in 3 of these tournaments and I haven't won yet. It's fucking pissing me off. Just let me have this, Kami. This will all make sense in the next arc. Or at least start to. It'll really make sense, like... 2 or 3 arcs when Vegeta explains everything. Who's Vegeta? Don't worry about it. What about vegetables? I agree, you should eat your greens. And
Piccolo ripped... I forgot about
Piccolo ripped off his
own arm.
Yeah. Get used to that. Yeah, get used to that. That's a thing that all of his people can do.
Oh.
Yeah. They're like starfish. And... yeah, I do love that. It's just like, haha, your arm's broken. Whoa! Metal. And just, ah! And by the way, just for those wondering, yes, Piccolo's blood is still the wrong color.
Oh.
Yeah.
What color is it supposed to be?
Either blue or purple.
Okay.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I think it's supposed to be purple.
I'll have to look.
Yeah.
I'll let you know.
But yeah, right now it's still red. And again, I think that's just because they didn't know or hadn't decided that yet. Mm-hmm. But like pretty much in the modern day, like all the time, it's like Piccolo has different colored blood because he's an alien.
Okay.
Goku, though, which I know you know, also is an alien, very much still red blood.
Yeah.
I think that's just because it's like, hey, basically a human.
He looks like a human.
Yeah.
He also another thing that happened, Goku's tail is permanently gone.
Yep.
Or at least that we know of right now.
Yeah, it's semi-permanently gone. Mm-hmm. Depending on which timeline.
Oh.
It's weird. Yeah, but it is gone. But like the real reason that it's gone is Toriyama got fucking tired of it.
Aw, that's a shame.
Yeah. And it is a shame because I feel like adult Goku with a tail is cool. Yeah. Like, especially just thinking about some of the like shots that we get later, if like we had seen that tail, would have been cool. Mm-hmm. But no. But yeah, so Goku defeats Piccolo in an epic match with some beautiful animation. Especially realizing that this was like in the 80s, so this was all hand done. Probably very underpaid and under crunch, which sucks, but it still looks beautiful. Yeah. So good job, artists.
It held up. It was very, very enjoyable.
Good job, artists. Japan, fix your fucking industry on that.
Please.
You have started to. I've seen the marks of improvement. I have noticed that some big series now have seasons, meaning that there are breaks for the staff and crew. Good. Very good. More. More of this. And also America. Just fix all of your industries too.
Fix everything.
I would like Utopia by 2023. If we could do that, that would be great.
But yeah, what was I going to say? So after Goku finishes Piccolo, he doesn't kill him. No. He gives him a bean, actually.
Yeah, he gives him a sensu. Yeah. Which I think this is the first time, like in this arc, is the first time that we've seen that sensu beans can actually heal. Yeah. Like we see it before the time skip when Kid Goku eats one after getting his shit wrecked in the fight against King Piccolo. But like all of his scuffs are still there, you know? Mm-hmm. And he's just like, oh, I feel a lot better. You know, but then this one, it literally fucking heals a hole in his shoulder. So it's like, yeah, no, these are literally just potions in bean. It's fucking JRPG food now.
Just a mega elixir.
Yeah, it's wall chicken. But yeah, he gives him a bean. Get used to this too. And especially, I think Krillin's the one that gives him the sensu bean, right?
I thought Yajirobe was the one that gave.
Was it Yajirobe?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was like, here.
Also get used to that, but also get used to Krillin being the keeper of the sensu.
Okay.
Yeah, it's usually Yajirobe or Krillin are the ones just pulling out the sensus. And yeah, he gives one to Piccolo. And it's just like, there you go, buddy. We're not friends. Not yet.
Goku wants a rival. And meanwhile, Krillin's in the corner like, am I a joke to you?
Am I a Josh to you? And it's like, hey, if it makes you feel any better, Piccolo won't be my rival for very long. And then...
No, remember, I do know this just from jokes, that Piccolo's basically just gonna be the, like, godfather. Or that's the word, right? Like, he's looking after Goku's son.
Godfather is a term that is agreed upon by the parent. It is an agreement that if something were to happen to the original parent, they would legally go to that person.
Yeah, I guess that's not the right word.
You're looking for surrogate.
Surrogate. Okay.
Yeah, he would be the surrogate father. Or a secondary, some would say first, father figure. In fact, I'm pretty sure there are even points, I don't think this is in Kai, because it's a more accurate dub, but in the original dub, I know that there are times where Piccolo is just like, you're a terrible father. And I know in the abridged, it's like, Goku doesn't even raise his kid. I raise his kid. Go on. Are you alright? Did you get hurt? Did you get into that school you wanted? I don't think so. No! Do you need juice? Yeah, good dad, Piccolo. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the end of Dragon Ball. Yeah. And then, Kami is just like, not Kame, that's Turtle. Kami is like, hey, Piccolo, not Piccolo, hey, Goku, wanna be God?
And Goku's just like, nope, and flies off into the fictional sunset with Chi-Chi in hand.
Yeah, it's like, no offense, Kami, but that sounds boring as fuck. I am too much of a man-child.
Whee!
I'm gonna go get married and I still don't know what that is.
I'm gonna go fly on my cloud. Whee!
Chi-Chi, why are you touching me there? You know what gender I am.
Oh! I mean, that is another real question. How did that even happen?
I mean, Goku is still a man.
Yeah.
He's still a man, so probably, Chi-Chi just living with him is like, alright, so Yamcha gave you a very shitty definition. Let me explain this with pictures and examples, rip. But yeah,
that was Dragon Ball.
That was Dragon Ball. And again, the 2 filler episodes, I think it was, like 2 or 3, they don't matter, they don't count.
We didn't watch them.
Yeah.
No reason to talk about them.
Goku, save my mom's wedding dress. Fire Mountain's on fire again. Go get the Bancho fan from Master Roshi, even though Master Roshi literally just made it sound like we aren't going to be seeing you until the time skip is done.
I really loves Dragon Ball. I just, I wonder, and I think it's good that I watched Dragon Ball first, because I feel like I wouldn't have enjoyed, because Dragon Ball Z was airing when Dragon Ball Z was airing and all that, and I had other friends that were really into it. I feel like I would have watched this and I'm like, I feel like I'm missing some context. I don't know.
I was missing some context. Again, I saw episodes of Z from very far in where there is a character named Goten that looks very much like Kid Goku. And thus, I thought, when I then saw an episode of Dragon Ball where I saw Kid Goku, I was like, okay, so that's Goten. And for some reason in my brain, I remember thinking that Goten was Gohan's kid, meaning Goku was his grandpa, instead of Gohan and Goten being siblings. Again, she's seen Goten from fighting games. But yeah, so I thought that when Kid Goku, like the first time I saw the explanation of Kid Goku saying, it's not a joke, Bulma, that thing killed my grandpa, talking about the Great Ape form.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, this thing killed Goku? It must be a fucking god. And then who I thought was Goten turned into the Great Ape, and I'm like, oh no, what does Gohan think about this? Does Gohan know that his son killed his dad? Granted, this would have also been a great way to take that story, but it's not what happened.
Yeah, definitely as a person that enjoys the slow burn, I feel like that will make Dragon Ball Z a lot more special as we're watching it.
Yeah. I also remember an episode that I'm pretty sure doesn't exist. So I think it was a dream that I had while falling asleep watching Dragon Ball Z. And it was literally just Goku in a stairwell talking to Gohan about how Gohan doesn't need to pressure himself so much and that he's proud of him either way. Mm-hmm. Which I'm pretty sure was my brain trying to be like, hey man, you don't need to try so hard, which was weird because I was like 8. I wasn't trying hard at shit. It was a very muted dream for an 8-year-old. It was a very slice of life dream when normally I'm dreaming about like fucking
comic books
and snowboarding. I had a phase where I really wanted to like go on a snowboarding trip.
Aw.
I still would say yes to a snowboarding trip now.
Yeah, same.
But it's not a priority. I don't even know why I wanted to go on a snowboarding trip. It's not like I was watching a shit ton of snowboarding movies. If anything, I was watching surfing movies. But I think, like, surfing seemed more dangerous because I had also seen Jaws by that point. So I was like, there's no such thing as snow sharks. Meanwhile, now, Jaws doesn't even scare me. Because I'm like, fuck, if a shark comes at me, I'll fucking kill that shark.
Just boop it.
Yeah, I'll just fucking boop it. Also, I just won't go into the water when I have an open wound bleeding. There you go, problem solved. I'll never see a shark. I won't flap around like a goddamn injured seal. There are very easy ways to avoid this. You know. But, yeah, that was Dragon Ball.
Holy crap, we're done.
Yeah, now it's on to Z.
As we mentioned before, we're watching Dragon Ball Z Kai. Mm-hmm. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna watch the more iconic filler. So we'll be watching Kai for most stuff, but if there's something that Scott and another buddy that might be watching it with us decide like, no, you need to watch this, they're gonna throw it at me. Yeah.
Like I know one thing that we're definitely gonna cover, Garlic Jr., just because like that's a whole fucking thing. You know, it comes up in pop culture a lot, usually negatively. But
oh?
Yeah, because usually it's like, why the fuck is this here? Why the fuck is this here? This wasn't here. Why is it here? This isn't a thing. Why is it a thing?
I'm so confused.
You should be. I don't know if we'll cover, you know, fake planet not yet named to Cat's knowledge and all that stuff, but maybe, I don't know. I'll discuss it with the other person who is, you know, probably an even bigger weeb than I am. Which is honestly infuriating because he's also so much buffer than I. Just naturally more cool. I'm just like, no, this isn't fair. You're a weeb.
It's so funny because like like when I play Death Road to Canada, his version is his perk is mega buff.
Yeah.
And then his trait is anime nerd.
It's not inaccurate.
Yeah.
It's not inaccurate. And it's so upsetting. Because I'm like, no, I am less niche of a nerd, and yet I look more stereotypically nerdish. I need to work my arms, but I'm so lazy.
You're such a noodle.
I'm such a soft boy. Such a soft little round ball of dough. But yeah.
Yeah, holy crap.
We're done with OG Dragon Ball. Now it's time for the adventures of adult Goku. You know, Dragon Ball was like a fantasy adventure. Mm-hmm. So, Kat, you ready for a space opera?
A space opera, what?
Yeah.
I mean, that's quite the tone shift, but
space opera.
Don't get me wrong, I can enjoy a good space opera.
Space opera.
But that is quite the tone shift.
Space opera. I have nothing else to do. I don't know how to end this. I don't know how to end this, so
I guess
it's over. We have a Twitter.
We Out of the Ice Pod.
Yeah. I have a Twitter, Mutagenworks. I have an Instagram, same thing, Mutagenworks.
I have an Instagram and a Twitter, Kinda Cats.
And that's it. Leave a review if you could. It would help us out.
We appreciate it.
I'm reeling. I don't know how to end this correctly. It's such a monumental thing to have accomplished. There's 145 or so episodes of this show, and we're done.
Yeah, like, I didn't even know what to do. after we finished watching it. Literally the next day after work, I'm like, so what am I gonna do now? I guess I can watch some Dragon Ball. Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's it for us. Next time we are on the retrospective, it will be Dragon Ball Z.
All right, we'll end it here. I'm Kat.
I'm Scott.
And we're out of the ice.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for